You're listening to AI PRISM from Seoul Economic Daily.
It's Tuesday, July 28th. Here's what today's story could mean for the Korean market. Three numbers before the open. A 465% IPO pop, a 22-year first for Naver, and an 87% market cap ratio. Naver just handed Nvidia a bigger stake than its own chairman holds. SK Hynix is falling faster than Samsung in this chip correction, and regulators just raided the exchange over an L&F contract. Naver moved fast this week, issuing new shares to Nvidia and announcing a share buyback on the same day. Meanwhile, chip stocks kept correcting, with SK Hynix underperforming Samsung. Regulators also opened a probe into a battery materials maker's disclosure practices. Here's what the numbers show. Naver issued $1 billion in new shares to Nvidia, its first third-party placement since 2004. Nvidia picked up a 4.5% Naver stake, 7.24 million shares, edging out board chairman Lee Hae-jin's roughly 3.9% holding. Naver will also retire 4.9 million Treasury shares worth about 1 trillion won on August 3rd, a move aimed at boosting shareholder value. SK Hynix's market cap fell to 87.1% of Samsung's, down from over 100% in June, as chip stocks corrected sharply. SK Hynix shares dropped 37.7% from their June peak, compared to a 29.1% drop for Samsung. Financial regulators raided the Korea exchange over L&F's revised Tesla supply contract, which was cut from 3.83 trillion won to about 9.7 billion won. So what does this mean for the Korean market? Earlier, we said Naver handed Nvidia a bigger stake than its own chairman. Here's what that actually means for you. Naver's ownership structure just shifted, something to track heading into the October 30th payment deadline. SK Hynix's sharper reaction to the chip correction versus Samsung is a pattern worth watching into this week's earnings, on July 29th and 30th. The L&F investigation adds a disclosure integrity risk premium to watch for names with recent contract amendments. What to watch? SK Hynix earnings on July 29th and Samsung's conference call on July 30th. Naver's Treasury share retirement on August 3rd. Progress in the L&F disclosure investigation. That's today's AI PRISM, Stock Investors. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI PRISM is a WAN-IFRA award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI PRISM from Seoul Economic Daily.